Skull Army Boom community. I hope everybody is doing well. This will be your sneak peek first look at the next seasonal campaign, Boom Pass, coming to Boom Beach, which will have two new skins. And as you can see already, we will be showing off the brand new Radar Aztec skin, and not to mention that we are now getting our second official heavy skin, where the heavies are now cosplaying Jack Black from Nacho Libre, but not to mention that we've got our Heavy Luchador skin as well. Let's do this. Good morning, good afternoon, and yes, good evening, Skull Army and friends. It's your boy, your friendly neighborhood SkullCrusher, coming right back at you with another Boom Beach video. Quick disclaimer, I am on the developer build account, which is a private server lent to me by Supercell for the purpose of testing out new features and updates to then showcase to you, the Skull Army and friends. And that's exactly what we're doing here today with the new Boom Pass, the seasonal campaign, which will be starting next week on Monday, May the 26th. Normally, it's a few minutes after Warship starts. In this case, it'll be Boom Beach Warship Season 75. Of course, that name will follow when the sneak peeks do drop, which, you know, just be patient. That'll be coming very shortly. With that being said, very excited to show off the new, or the last of the Mexican skins. Once again, your first look at the Radar Aztec skin, and that does look actually really, really cool. And of course, not to mention our Heavy Luchador skin, also very, very cool. I mean, I also got to point out that this is now our second heavy skin, not to mention the stylish heavy, which we did get as a result of reaching some milestones when Squad Busters was going global. But yeah, I still want to point out that we still do not have a warrior skin. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Supercell. Maybe they're going to hype us up one day, but it would be nice to get a warrior skin. And with that being said, they are great additions to the Mexican themed skins that we already have in Boom Beach with regards to the island, the buildings, and of course now with the Heavy Luchador, and of course our Villager Island hat as well, which does keep them very, very nicely protected from the sun. Keeps them nice and cool. So the Boom Pass is the main topic of today, and of course wherever you are situated, the Boom Pass does cost money. Will cost you money. For me in Canada, it does cost $10.99. Just do your local currency equivalent, and that's what you're dealing with, for your Boom Pass costing you. With that being said, there's also a lot of great rewards that do come along with the Boom Pass incentives as well, such as, new skins, optimizers, resources, build tokens, warships early access, and of course, probably one of the most underrated features here is the additional statue queuing here with your sculptor. And this is a great way. Where's my statue? Where's my sculptor? There it is. This is a great way, guys, to build your power powders quicker, much faster, other than Mega Crab. So when you can get 3 statues queuing at once, especially when you can get 3 masterpieces going at once, well, remember, that's 7, that's 14, that's 21 power powders, in a, whatever the total time duration is, but that does add up, especially if you can keep queuing those masterpieces one after another. So super, super underrated right there. Not to mention that, of course, we've got all the other goodies here. So for the skins, the first skin will be your Radar Aztec skin, and of course, your Heavy Luchador will be our last skin that will be available on the premium reward track on the Boom Pass here. Now remember, the premium reward track are the rewards that are in gold. Once you buy the Boom Pass, everything does become available to you, but yeah, you definitely do want to kind of get in on that incentive there. For me, the additional statue queuing and skins is all I need. Everything else is gravy, but it's also a great way, to build up and store, build tokens. Great way to get those time savers, start stockpiling those at an even greater pace. Not to mention that I do find that the attack plans do tend to be a little bit more in demand than the building building blueprints, but still you want to be able to still stack and start hoarding those classified items as well. And remember, you are able to bypass your classified items maximum capacity by collecting them from the premium reward track. So I know some players that have like 10, 12, 15, 20 plus of these attack plans and building plans as well. So it is a great incentive. And of course, how do you get these how do you get the rewards? Well, you complete the missions from the Boom Pass as well. And the Boom Pass is looking pretty good right now. I think we have a couple new rewards here as well. Rewards, or at least a couple new missions here, I should say. The rewards do stay the same on the reward track and, of course, the premium reward track, but it does look like maybe some of the missions are different here. We're going to skim through them. If you, my friends, see anything, let me know in the comments, point it out, because one thing I have noticed with the Boom Pass and the Boom Pass missions is we have had a repetitive nature on the missions, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because, you know, when you think about it, there is a ton of missions, and you do have the ability to swap out a mission as well if you don't like it, or if just straight up, you know, you don't fancy it, whatever. Like, for example, complete armory upgrade here. Well, sorry, we're not going to pin it here. We're going to re-roll that mission, and now I have destroy HQ first. I actually have that here already on the second row, but whatever, you know, now I double whammy. I get a double dip on it. So, I mean, that's another good way, you know, you can double dip on some of these missions if you re-roll them, and, you know, you get a few of them of the same ones, and of course, you know, they should all start stacking at the same time as well, so it's also a quicker way to complete those missions as well when you can line up multiple of the same ones and then just, you know, smash them all out at the same time. But with that being said, it does look like upgrade buildings might be a new one here. Once again, let me know in the comments. We've got upgrade any hero as well. You know, when using hero only, once again, we've had that. Limited time, we've had that as well. Blackguard challenges, destroy the mercenary bases, smokescreen and win, shock and win, critters and win, deploy troops and win, Zookas and win. Laser Rangers, I love that. So that, once again, the skins do apply to the Boom Pass missions as well. So I do have the Heavy Luchador skin applied to my Heavy, which is then showcasing it on the Deploy Heavy and Win. So yeah, that's going to be a fun one to see the Heavy in the Luchador skin. Once again, Supercell still waiting on that Warrior skin. Seriously. Yeah, so do you see anything else that stands out? Because it all looks, you know, pretty similar to me. Deploy a few troops and win, deploy many troops and win, you know, win with, you know, isolate the hero now, Sergeant Brick, you know, Kavan, Bullet. I still don't see Rudy on here. Win with Captain Rudero only, so I'm sure that will definitely be coming in the future as well. But once again, the rest of these do look pretty standard here. So pretty exciting with the two new skins coming on the next Boom Pass with regards to the Radar Aztec. And, of course, going over to our Heavy Luchador skin as well. And remember, guys, to apply your skins here, so I'm going to go over to my headquarters here, and you've got that paint bucket with the paintbrush on the right-hand side. You click that, and then you are able to cycle through the different columns, essentially. You know, you've got your troops, you've got your buildings, and you've got your island. And, of course, island is villager hats and your island skins. Your troops, once again, we're missing that warrior. But, you know, you make your way over down to the Heavy there, and there we have it for showing off those heavy guns. Absolutely love it. And then, of course, with buildings as well here, I'll make my way over to the radar. Remember, we do actually have the disco radar as well, which is pretty cool. Let the bodies hit the dance floor. I love the drowning pool reference. Let the bodies hit the floor. I know, you know, maybe some of the adults will know what I'm talking about. Kids, maybe not, but great song. And, of course, with that being said, we've got the brand new Radar Aztec skin. It's definitely alien. And yeah, you know, it's got that alien vibe to it. But once you pair all the brand new skins together, it definitely brings that Mexican theme together here. You know, of course, I'm actually a big fan of this Solstice Island skin here. I love the hot air balloon. You know, great addition there. Nice temple. Everything just looks nice. And of course, you know what? You throw in your Radar Aztec. You know, we've got our residences here as well. The palace headquarters. And of course, you know, the villager hats there. And, you know, to round it all out with the only, I guess, Mexican troop skin with the Heavy Luchador, which looks great. And, you know, it's going to be pretty fun to see them in battle as well. So Skull Army, boom, community and friends. If you have made it this far into the sneak peek video, video for the next seasonal campaign. Boom Pass coming to Boom Beach. Please do not forget to leave a like. It does mean the absolute world to me, does help the channel grow, and yes, of course, does appease our YouTube algorithm overlords. I also want to thank you all for supporting me and the channel. We did recently hit 17,000 subscribers, which has been a great milestone, guys. Big shout out to the Skull Army. Big peace, big love, and bigger respect. I will be seeing you all very soon. It's going to be a very fun weekend, of course, with the Tribal Mega Crab and Warriors Only Challenge. But of course, you know, more on that coming up, and just very excited to dive into warships as well with the next season. I hope everybody had a great time with no stone unturned on season 74. Skull Army, boom, community. We will officially be wrapping up today's video. I do believe it's now time to make like a Tom and cruise. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace!